Yeah, welcome back to my channel. A little bit of a update video. I've got a few that I'm trying to edit and just haven't had the motivation to do anything on the computer. But yeah, I've been doing some little bit of stuff. Working on underneath on here, trying to get this aftermarket radio in there. It is a little bit wider than the opening, which this part here fit, but I have no way of locking it in place. And the cover that goes on it, which just fell onto the floor, this right here, the radio itself, as you can see, well, if I can get it up here with one hand, well, it doesn't fit. I did try to trim that a little bit, try to get in there. I decided to try other ways, and just pretty much I'm giving up on that idea. Going to take me a little bit longer to have this ready, so why not do it the way I'd really like to do it? I'm just going to replace that with a touchscreen radio like I got in my Jetta. Probably a little bit different because the one in the Jetta is a DVD player, and I'm not going to put a DVD player in there. Probably not even going to put a CD player, just have the touchscreen radio. Maybe have it where it's got the GPS navigation. I'll decide that on what radio I'll decide on. But yeah, I won't have this thing ready to give my son for Christmas. Consider tomorrow's Christmas, which I just found out it may be even after the first of the year before I get to go see him for Christmas. Yeah, figure that one out. Oh, but that's the way it goes. Now, I've also, on the Jetta, in case anybody has missed any videos, and I may not even got it edited, the water pump did go out on the Jetta here. Do have the water pump in. It came in yesterday, and today was actually the first day of clear weather we've had in several days, and I just did not feel motivated enough to get out here and take it off. I got a headache right now anyway. So, I didn't do that, but I have a problem with the C10, which I have more problems than just the problem I'm having with the C10. For some reason, the indicator light is not working. When I put it on flasher, emergency flashers now, they all blink, so all the lights are good, they're not blowed. So I've tried switching out the relays, because it does have a separate relay for the flashers, for the emergency flashers, and the swapped around. I even took the one that I had on my motorcycle and put it on there, because it was a high quality flasher fuse. So put it on there, and well, it's still not getting any blinkers, still not working. So I got to figure out what's going on with the turn signal. So that's one of the things I tried to work on today and still couldn't figure it out. But I'm not planning on driving it anymore anytime soon, at least not until Friday, because that's when I get paid. Yes, tomorrow's Christmas, but don't really have plans. If I go anywhere, I'll probably have someone come down, pick me up, and then take me wherever. Don't have big plans for the holidays, because everything came up, so I wasn't even able to buy any Christmas present. Although technically, I guess I have one, which I'm still debating on how I'm going to do that, or may not be able to give it to them right yet. May end up being afterwards, because I still got to get with them about getting the tag changed over into my name and stuff. So still that. Now, one thing I know that y'all don't know is right now, well, I'm still considered an employee at my employment, but they have let a lot of us go. They bought the place out, let it go. So I am temporary without a job, although I'm getting paid for the rest of the year. So I have been searching for a job. Hasn't been easy, which a lot of people right now is not going to, places is not going to probably reply until after the holidays anyway. But by the first of the year, I definitely got to get me something. Get over here, sit, have me a little seat where I can talk a little bit. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted with that. Neighbors coming up early and music. I go, first time I've ever seen that car, to be honest with you. But yeah, anyway, I'm out of a job because the place, our number one competitors bought the place that was working out, which is the number two competitor. And they said that everybody's guaranteed a job, which I've talked about the videos before about the employment changing or the ownership changing. Anyway, they've done what I eventually thought, let a lot of us go. They just got a skeleton crew down there. They did say if things picked up, I am guaranteed a job back if I decide to take it. But I do have a severance package that is coming towards me, which is coming which will be with my last check, which will be on the 10th, which, like I said, I'm still getting paid, so I still have the 2 weeks check. Plus, they're going to pay me for all my vacation times that I had left, and that's about 3 weeks right there. Plus the severance package, which I think is a decent amount. But it also brings me, probably the reason why I actually got this headache, come think of it, to a little problem, because this gives me the money coming in to do what I want to do with the truck. Or do other things with the motor that's in the truck. I've always wanted to do a four-wheel drive conversion, so I will be able to do the four-wheel drive conversion. I've also came across a few records that I could possibly get. Some up and driving, and some that needs a motor. I found one that was just a body, the record body, and it didn't have a cab or a front end. I was like, I got the cab and the front end and the motor. I think I don't know if that one had the transmission and stuff in it, but I have most of what I need if it didn't. So I'm debating on that, or go ahead and do the 4x4 swap on this, which would be from a 2000 year model, somewhere around that frame that matches the motor that's in there. Between the 99 to 2005, 2006 model, I just haven't decided, and trying to decide if I want to go with that. I've also come across some pretty nice trucks all together. So, take the motor out, put it in there, or do the frame swap. I really want to do the frame swap. But I come across a real nice truck, it's so tempting. So that's probably, like I said, why I got a headache right now trying to decide what to do. Also, on my Jetta, which is probably another reason why I didn't have the motivation to change the water pump out. Of course, all about the brakes and stuff. It's on the Jetta, so I'm planning on replacing the body or doing something with the body, and came across several really nice ones. So I don't know if I want to, how I'm going to handle that, because I can use the motor and stuff on the Beetle and fix the Beetle and just get rid of this body. But most of them needed like transmission. Some of them didn't need nothing. So I don't know what I want to do on that part. But I have found a 2003 that really interests me. And it's at a very, very good price. More than what I paid for this one, but a lot closer to where I live than what that one was, because I had to go a long way and it did break down on me. So I'm debating on whether or not to get it. It will be going from a straight shift to an automatic, unfortunately. I do like my straight shift, but so, I mean, the motor, transmission, all that, everything, I'd strip all the good parts off of that and just scrap the body. Take the sunroof and everything off of it. And if I got another one, it's definitely got to have the sunroof. As far as the truck, if I went with a different truck, frame, done a frame swap, whatever, it's definitely 100% going to be four-wheel drive. I came across a record body, like I said, and that needs decal in the front end, and I might decide to do that. So, decisions, and all of it coming down to the end of the year, and bad news, but good news, and headaches and galores, trying to figure out how I want to handle it, especially considering now that my indicator lights is on there, which this truck really needs to be rewired. Which is the reason why I was looking, when I changed it, I'm totally redoing it and was planning on putting a whole new wiring harness from a newer truck in here. Possibly even get a cab from the year model I want. Cut the firewall and the floorboard so I can have the seat mounts and everything and weld it to this. You know, cut this part out, weld it to that part. So that is a thought and possibly a very good possibility that happened. I just gotta still make a decision what I want to do. I'm trying not to go out over budget, because I have set the whole thing. If I do the frame swap, my budget is $2,000. If I go with a record, I am going as high as $2,500. I have found some for under $2,500. Most of them don't need a motor. So, but I don't need another vehicle in the yard. I got 4 right here, which the Nissan, when I can, will go to my son, which nobody still on that part of my family or his side knows that that's the plan. I do need to get something to, plan on getting a steamer where I can get that rear tent off or pay someone to get it off, because I'm not going to try it with a heat gun again. It's definitely got to be pulled off. It's got so many bubbles and stuff. It's old and wore down. I don't think the one that done it as good as they should have done it. So it's probably somebody that done it themselves, or one of those quick tent places. I don't know. I know it's not a factory one, because the way it peels off and double layered. So, which the rear, like I said, that rear one, it just pulled off, no problem. But yeah, that's just a little update of what was going on and why I haven't put out videos, because well, most of the time when I'm spending my time on the computer, I am looking around at jobs, waiting on a bunch of them to call back. Someone says, hey, I got you one. Just gotta wait on this or that, and I'm still waiting on those documents. A week and a half later, tried to give them a call today. I didn't know if they would be open, because this is Christmas Eve, and sure enough, Christmas Eve they were closed. But I figured, hey, I'll give it a shot. So it looks like it'll be Friday before I'll get out, do anything worse. So I really need to get the indicator lights working on this thing, because I may have to drive it Friday. Although I may drive the Nissan, since I also got to call them and see what I need to do about getting the registration changed over, and then figure out how I'm going to get the registration after that changed over into my son's name once he gets his license and stuff. Or if he decides he don't want it, I might decide to keep it and do something with it myself later. But right now I'm having to go without a radio on it. And this one, I got the radio straightened out, but the speaker wires came loose. So I got to redo that. Which this one is definitely going to get a whole new stereo system as well. Which I tried to even pull this one out just to see if this radio is a little bit smaller than the one that I got from the Nissan, because that one's Bluetooth and this one's just got the, where you'd have to plug in the cable. And definitely gonna have Bluetooth on this one, but I want to put the Bluetooth touchscreen, which obviously will be a whole different dash and everything for that. But anyway, I guess I've been rambling on long enough, and it's starting to get a little dark out here, and it's finally starting to get cold. Nearly 70 degrees. Here it is, Christmas Eve, almost 70 degrees. So even though I've been wearing a sweatshirt all morning because it was a little chilly this morning, but I haven't felt like taking the sweatshirt off, but still, it's really very nice. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Look forward to the videos in 2020, and I'll see y'all in the next video.